If you're someone who thrives in complex, high stakes environments, this episode is definitely for you. We have someone truly remarkable joining us, Mr. Shaik Faiazuddin.
It took me almost 18 months to study and map the procurement policies with the team, but at last I was successful.
There will be resistance to anything that new comes in, but how to drive adoption is impressive, and I really appreciate how you showed both the challenges and the strategy behind it.
What I really liked about Directors Institute is they are giving certifications from world-class universities like Oxford and Wolf.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of FaceTime with Leaders powered by Directors Institute, World Council of Directors. I'm your host Charu Mehra, and today we have someone truly remarkable joining us. If you're someone who thrives in complex, high stakes environments and has a passion for driving business growth, this episode is definitely for you. We are diving deep into the world of large scale infrastructure, energy, and project management, a field where precision, innovation, and leadership collide. And to guide us through this fascinating realm, we have none other than Mr. Shaik Faiazuddin. Now, if you don't know Mr. Shaik, let me give you a quick overview. With over 30 years of experience in managing multi-million dollar contracts and projects across industries like oil and gas, infrastructure, and real estate, Mr. Sheikh has led some of the most challenging and exciting projects worldwide. From leading giga projects to reshaping governance structures and spearheading sustainability initiatives, he's seen and done it all. He's currently serving as the program director, Confidential Government Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and has held senior roles across some of the biggest names in the industry like Bechtel, Saudi Aramco, and McDermott. His expertise spans everything from project execution to procurement, supply chain, and cost control. And let me tell you, when it comes to managing complex projects, there are few who can match his level of skill and experience. Mr. Sheikh, it's such a pleasure to have you here today. How are you doing?
Thank you very much, Ms. Charu, for a wonderful introduction. It was and it is a truly a remarkable honor to be associated with you to express my journey in a very credible manner to make the audience listen and understand my journey.
Great. I can feel the excitement already. So let's dive in. Mr. Sheikh, with a career spanning over 3 decades, I'm sure, like every great leader, you have a starting point, a moment when you realize that you have a passion for the craft. So let's go back a bit. Can you take us through how this incredible journey began?
I have a total of 3 decades of experience in the contracts, construction, and project management in the different categories of the construction and the different segments of the industry, which is oil and gas, petrochemical, infrastructure, high civils, real estate, commercial construction. And I'm basically a civil engineer by profession, and I hold chartered certifications as a chartered MRACS, chartered supply chain professional, chartered project manager, and chartered construction claims professional, and chartered execution manager. And during this journey, I really appreciate you had given me 30 minutes or maybe 45 minutes of a talk. So I would like to compress all my 30 years journey in 30 minutes. So I would like to talk about how I had executed the projects, what are the challenges, and how I recovered many projects from the complex level to the successful execution, wherein my main intention was to ensure that my clients get protected against risk, against overrun of the cost project, and the deliverables are made within time, within quality, and within the budget.
Right.
And I hope this becomes my initial introduction.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Um, it's really refreshingly honest to start your journey the way you did. There's something so powerful seeing how the early days shaped the leader that we are today. So, thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you. Thank you too.
So, as a program director at a confidential government institution, you manage some groundbreaking projects in oil and gas and infrastructure sectors. One thing that stands out is your ability to manage large portfolios and ensure timely delivery across multiple disciplines. You've also had a hand in spearheading renewable energy initiatives, which, as we know, is a rapidly growing and evolving sector. So, when you look at all these aspects, from handling mega projects to transitioning into renewables, what is your approach to balancing innovation and risk? And how do you ensure that new technologies and sustainability initiatives don't just align with the company's goal, but actually drive long-term growth?
Thank you very much, Ms. Charu. It is a very excellent question. I really appreciate you developed these insights to ask me this question. My experience throughout the projects, as I'm coming from the 90s,
Mhm.
wherein engineering was a conventional subject,
Right,
wherein if you are doing a civil engineering project, so your focus is only, stipulated, only projected only to the execution of work.
right,
However, the background where I'm coming from, wherein civil engineering means it used to be in my area to develop the construction of an apartment building or construction of a house or a construction of road.
Mhm.
But during my arrival into the kingdom, I had started my journey in the execution of King Fahad International Airport project, wherein I was still 21-year old and I was just graduated from the engineering institution. And when I asked the employer to take me to Saudi Arabia, he just told me, "You are too young and you do not have any experience." To which I answered him, "At least if there must be a starting point for everyone. So
Right,
why don't you give me the opportunity?" And you have to show the confidence that
right.
you can deliver and you can execute the task. So confidence is the prime focus in my career.
Mhm.
So that's how they started me. They put me in the plane and I come back. And during the time it was the Gulf War, and the American Army was to place at that airport. So I was given the task of execution, the runway, wherein I used to pour 600 cubic meters of concrete every day. So that's how the journey started. And
Wow.
later, my journey proceeded in other areas like oil and gas, petrochemical, because now civil engineering, you cannot restrict yourself in one area. So I jumped into projects in the oil and gas, petrochemical, infrastructure, everything. And now, recently, I completed my Master of Law in the oil and gas and renewable energy law. And after engineering, you might ask me, Charu, why I had chosen this subject.
Right.
Yeah. So, Ms. Charu, as you have seen in the recent years, every country is progressing towards attaining net zero.
Yes.
And what is net zero? You may ask me this question.
Yes.
So, net zero is an intention by the community of practices wherein all countries must unite together to control the carbon footprint in the atmosphere for
Yes.
the human life, better efficiency.
Mhm.
So I converted my knowledge and did the research on the renewable energy application and how sustainability can impact the society. And sustainability is defined as the environmental growth, the
Right.
social growth, and the economical growth. So you have the economy, you have social, and you have the responsibility of environment. So that's how I transformed my journey into the technology, because technology is emerging. You might
Yes.
have seen in many areas we used to have landline, then we progressed to mobile phone, then smartphone, and similarly we have cars which are coming with technology advancements
Right.
with you know uh, substitution of fuel, etc. So the transformation is happening. So should be you as well.
Absolutely, absolutely, sir. Thank you so much. That was incredibly insightful. The way you balance ambition with realism really gives you a window on how major projects succeed in the real world. And thank you so much for sharing that with us. I can almost feel the pressure behind, pressure that you must have felt when you were handling those projects. So thank you for sharing your journey with us.
Thank you.
So, another impressive aspect of your career has been your role in driving change within organizations. You've not only managed projects, but also developed frameworks, governance structures, and KPIs that have streamlined operations and improved efficiency. Could you share an example of a major change initiative you spearheaded at either Aramco, Qatar Petroleum, Qatari Dia Real Estate Investment Company, Bechtel, or any other organization that you worked with? What were main obstacles you faced, and how did you ensure successful adoption across the team?
Excellent question, Charu. I will have to go back into the memories. So I will try to recall as much as best I can.
Yes,
I my my statements may not be sequential.
no worries.
However, I will still try to put the things to come in line one by one.
Yes,
So in projects, every day is a complex situation.
right,
You know what I mean? So you have your routine on a daily basis, which you plan and which you execute,
hmm,
such as wake up early, taking breakfast, going to office on time, coming back, relaxing, watching TV, sit with your family. So you have a set schedule of set of schedules in your daily life. However, Charu, when I go to the projects, you may not believe it. Every day there is a new problem is there. Every day new problem. Either your stakeholder is absent, your material did not arrive on site, your client did not approve your specifications, and your consultant has rejected your work, and your workforce food did not come on time, and the truck on the main road has breakdown. So all the problems you have to tackle in a very diplomatic and a very professional way. So I had developed this habit of solving the problems by keeping cool at the time and taking things one by one at a stage.
right,
And as you ask this question of change, whether you or me, we are human beings
right.
and we are very much prone to routine. You know, one guy called me one time to change my bank. So currently I'm having a bank with HSBC. He's
Okay.
asking me to change to Citibank. I was
Hmm.
not at all willing to change. Why? Because I'm so used to use with the software and the app and etc.
Yes, yes, I understand.
So in order to materialize the change you would like to implement, you should take the leadership. And what is the definition of leadership? Making someone to follow you. And the best policy to make people follow you is to show the benefits and advantages,
Right. Right.
how a system can benefit you. Say, for example, in Saudi Aramco, I am the first contracts advisor who processed e-procurement of a tender through SAP Ariba. It took me almost 18 months to study and map the procurement policies with the team,
Mhm.
but at last I was successful and I showed the benefits to the company, wherein less usage of paperwork, less communication, physical visits,
Yeah.
and less, time consumption. The COVID-19 has really helped me to do this, wherein everything was working remotely, and this aspect of my development has really succeeded.
Mhm.
And as well, I developed mechanisms on documentation to be digital,
Right.
and that was successfully rolled out. And I can speak on a project, a typical project wherein the contractor working for a 1.1 billion contract
Mhm.
suddenly disappeared from the site.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And as a project director, it is my job now to bring on track.
Yes.
The work is stopped, the
Right.
cranes are idle, people have no money to survive. So I developed a program with the company to release some funds to the contractor to help him make sure his cash flow is working.
Okay. Wow. Wonderful, sir. You know, that was really a fascinating look behind the scenes, Mr. Sheikh. The way you explain that, there will be resistance to anything that new comes in, but how to drive adoption is impressive. And I really appreciate how you showed both the challenges and the strategy behind it. It really makes your success feel earned and relatable. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, one more thing I will add, Charu,
Yes,
because you see, when you are working with one community, say whether the American community or Indian community or Pakistani community or European community,
right.
you express your ideology and people will connect to you. But more was challenging to me, wherein the multinationality reporters to me, so
Yes.
I have to deal with an Egyptian, an American, a Jordanian, a Pakistani. So I have to be proactive in bringing them together on the
Yes.
table to make them understand my point.
Right, right, right. And
Thank you.
the way you said that, to make people understand, uh, adopt change, you need to show them the benefits of it. So you
Uh,
handled it pretty well, sir.
exactly. Thank you so much, Charu. Thank you very much.
So you've been also been a major player in some of the largest infrastructure and energy projects across the globe. But you've remained grounded in a mission that's bigger than just financial success. Your work on renewable energy projects and creating governance frameworks for sustainability is truly inspiring. With the increasing focus on climate change and corporate responsibility, do you see a shift in how the industry recognizes leadership in sustainability? And how do you integrate this ethos into your daily leadership practices?
Excellent question, Charu. Excellent question. I really appreciate it for your inquisitiveness in trying to find the balance between the sustainability and the leadership.
Right,
Uh, you might be seeing these days that the electric cars are coming. So the main aim of the world nowadays is to shift non-dependence on fossil oils.
right,
So world is trying their best to enhance the production of renewable energies. That could be power, that could be utilities, that could be energy, and that could be anything.
Right.
So, all these renewable energies are attaining towards the goal of sustainability.
Right. Right.
So, sustainability is something is not a company's responsibility, it is an individual's responsibility.
Mm.
So, I will share you a couple of projects where I had executed sustainability. While I was working for Saudi Aramco on a 3,500 homes project, I bring an idea to the company. Let's have a sustainable certification. So I was part of the team who worked on bringing the sustainability for the project.
Wow.
And the Saudi Aramco's 3,500 homes project was the first one in the Middle East to receive the Envision sustainability certification.
Wow.
So, how sustainability really matters to you? Making your life easy, sustainability. For example, you are going to a clinic, a hospital, making a ramp for a wheelchair is sustainability.
Right. Right.
You are sitting in an office and your entire surrounding is having walls. Keeping green plants, live plants is sustainability because you get a motivation and you get energy from the plants. So the shift from the energy transitioning to the renewable energy dependence and sustainability is a very challenging, and these days there are a lot of barriers, but slowly with our minimal efforts on a daily basis, educating and communicating with a sheer determination that one day we are going to achieve our society to be sustainable is possible.
Right. Right. Wow. Wow, that was really a thoughtful perspective, sir. And I also appreciate that, the way you connected sustainability with leadership and not just process or numbers. The examples that you gave made it clear that embedding this ethos takes vision and courage. And it's so rare to hear someone speak about this candidly, about the challenges, about how you can, build on it. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much as well.
All right, Mr. Sheikh, it's time for our rapid fire round. Quick answers, not thinking too much. Ready?
Yeah, I am absolutely. Thank you.
Great. First one. What's your morning coffee order?
My morning coffee order is something to refresh myself and to get ready for the work and to get ready for the day-to-day operations and the routine.
Great, great, great. I'm more of a tea person.
Yeah,
Okay, your
yeah.
go-to stress buster.
My stress buster is trying to watch the comedy scenes and comedy situations and comedy movies.
Ah, nice, nice. It's a nice one. Great. Okay, next one. The last show that you binge watched.
Mm. The last show which I watched was the Kapil Sharma show.
Ah, comedy again. Kapil
Yeah,
Sharma is something you can, just you can pick up anytime and you can watch any episode. It's going to be fun.
exactly.
Right. Next one. Your dream vacation destination.
I would like to spend my time on the beaches and particularly with my wife, talking to her closely for miles and miles on the beach alone.
So basically, any beach place.
Yeah, any beach place with some silence and some kind of privacy for each other.
Right, right. Okay, good one. Next one. What is your superpower wish?
My superpower wish to be famous and notable in my profession, as I would like to transform my 30 years of knowledge in my profession to the younger generation.
Wow, wow, that's a really nice one. Okay, next one. Your biggest work-related pet peeve.
Well, that's a that's a very good question, but I know. I mean, everything, whatever you wish, don't happen according to your wishes.
Right.
But sometimes unnecessary arguments from the people really makes me, yeah.
I can understand. Okay.
I mean, see, Charu, people, like they do not wish to really focus on what they are speaking, but they just speak only to harass you. No?
It happens a lot of time. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So I really get annoyed because, I can't answer them properly.
Okay, next one. If you could switch jobs for a day, what would you do?
Well, I would really take the opportunity as it comes, and I'm ready for everything.
Great, great. Okay, next one. What is your favorite book?
My favorite book is How to Influence People and Make Friends by
Yes,
Dale Carnegie.
yes, yes. I've heard about that book. I haven't read it, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, whenever I just get time, I will look for that book and keep on reading some pages I left out. I highlight, and that makes me go into the mind.
Wow, nice. Okay, next one. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
My dad used to say always that whenever you come into a situation that is having a conflict or that is having problem, don't give in too much, just leave it on God.
Ah, good, good thought. Good thought.
Thank
Okay,
you.
last one. Last one we have is any alternate career you wish you had pursued?
I would have really become a doctor.
Ah, nice one.
Be-
Great.
be- because by my appearance, people always tell me I'm a doctor.
I'm sure. I mean, you have that, the serious look on your face. Looks like that
Yeah.
you are a doctor.
And Charu, my wife is a medical doctor,
Ah,
and she always tells me in the house, I I am a doctor, but I never look like a doctor. But you are not a doctor, but you always look
you
like a
look
doctor.
like a doctor. At least your wish of becoming a doctor is being fulfilled like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that was so much fun, sir. Thank you for playing along with us. And now let's get back to some serious stuff. So, Mr. Sheikh, we've discussed your incredible leadership in managing large-scale projects. But now let's zoom out and look at the broader picture. Governance, ethics, and accountability are critical in the industries you've worked in, especially when managing multi-billion dollar projects. In your experience, how have you seen the role of governance evolve over the years, especially with the new challenges like sustainability and global regulations?
Excellent, Charu. I would be explaining this answer in a very casual way. Uh, for everything, the foundation has to be perfect. If you are building a house, Charu, what you would start? You would start from the foundation.
Right,
So if the foundation is perfect, the building will be perfect.
right.
So similarly, governance and ethics are the two, the are the two like on the way
The
the
wheels
train
of a
Yeah, they're like, I mean, suppose the train is running on the two steel,
The track.
the track. I'm sorry. Thank you for helping me. So it's the two tracks of the train, and without the two tracks, the train cannot run.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the governance and ethics has to be inherited and make accountable, and that makes them accountable every individual working on the projects.
Right. Right.
So the what is governance? Say, for example, I'm a project director. I went on the site, and on the construction project, the engineers are working on the wrong drawings.
Hmm.
Now imagine the repercussion. The first, the drawing, the engineers are laying a foundation 4 by 4 square meters, whereas the officially issued for construction drawings is having 3 by 3 meter.
Right.
Now, what is the loss here? The loss is you have to again break the extra 1 meter, 1 meter throughout the perimeter.
Right.
So it is a loss. So why this happened? When you do the root cause analysis, because the project manager did not coordinate with the engineering department to receive the revised and latest approved drawings for construction. Instead, he used Volva.
Right. Right.
So there comes in my role to educate them,
Hmm.
to have governance in issuance of drawings,
Right.
governance in administering the procedures for running a project,
Right.
and the internal administration procedures, how to manage a contract during the tendering stage and the post award stage. And while doing so, Charu, you must be seeing, uh, Ms. Charu, so the governance plays why an important role, because it is connected with ethics, as you said.
Absolutely.
So you have to be ethical in every part.
Right.
And what is ethical, Ms. Charu? In my opinion, in my journey of learning, persistence, practice, commitment, and your overall accountability and responsibility to take that.
Right.
So when you practice these things, that you are committed, you are responsible, you are accountable, and you are focused, then things will happen.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, sir. It was really remarkable perspective. And it really illustrates how governance and ethics go hand in hand with with leadership at scale. And I really appreciate the candor and the way you shared real challenges. This makes the concept of governance very tangible. And when you talk about ethics, what also plays an important role is that we're ensuring that we're not cutting corners and not favoring people when approving the tenders and things like that. So really appreciate your inputs here.
True. So, how ethics, learning of ethics helped me? When I was facing a final interview to get my license as a chartered surveyor
Mm-hmm.
from the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors, it is a question it is an interview consisting 40 questions, and each question has like 1 minute to answer,
Okay.
or 20 questions with 2 minutes answer, I believe. Yeah. So all my 19 questions finished, and last question the chairman asked me, Mr. Sheikh, what are the ethics of Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors? And believe me, Charu, just before the night, I had, memorized the 10 ethics from the RICS, which are bylaws, into my mind. And I was writing rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 3, rule number 4. I was memorizing myself until the morning. And only that question came in, and I openly said, sir, I'm pretty much confident. I have the full answer for you, and I know all the 10 laws. And let me start with that. Number one is bylaws. Number two is ethical practice. Mr. Shakes, stop it. You know, now we know you know. So you are past.
Wonderful, sir. That is so wonderful. Mr. Sheikh, you've been an active member of Directors Institute. From your experience, how has being part of the Directors Institute shaped your approach to decision making at the board level?
Thank you very much, Ms. Charu Mehta, for your time and efforts in taking my interview, where I could able to elaborate my learned experiences in a very effective way. And this is very incredible, and it's very, it's like giving kind of a boost to myself. Having practiced my profession for 3 decades, I considered myself now I should be delivering my role to the boards, wherein boards needs my kind of people,
Expertise.
expertise to give in a very effective way, and and deliver in a very authentic manner to the boards.
Mhm.
So Directors Institute came into my communication, wherein one of the gentlemen, Mr. Ved Prakash, communicated to me. And I'm a very busy person with my day-to-day activity. However, since past 5 months, he was in continuous touch with me, trying to, you know, put me into the Directors Institute, and somehow I was postponing. Okay, I'm earning, I have a job, I have salary, so why should I again go for boards? Why should I spend money? But Ved Prakash was really insisting me on a regular basis. Sir, please join. You will be benefited, you will learn, etc. So somehow I joined Directors Institute, and the journey is very excellent. And I already completed the cohort to 10 modules as on today,
Wow.
and learned a lot about board functioning, board responsibility, the commercial role, the sustainability, the governance, the risk policy, how to avoid risk, how to protect the company against losses. I learned everything, and I'm very proud to be associated with the entire team and the Directors Institute. And particularly, Ms. Charu, what I really liked about Directors Institute is they are giving certifications from world-class universities like Oxford and Wolf.
Wow.
And this is an international, incredible recognition.
Wow, sir. Thank you for that wonderful feedback for the for Directors Institute, sir. And you know what? It's really inspiring that, you know, you have such an extensive experience, but you still went ahead and took out time to learn new skills, learn something new, to enhance your skills. And it really
Agreed, agreed.
yeah, I mean, it really illustrates how continuous learning at a strategic level shapes real world decisions. And I'm sure wherever you go, once you're through with this and wherever you go as a board member, you will impart your excellent, valuable insights to the board. So you will be a valuable addition to any board. So thank you so
Yeah.
much. And I really wish you all the best for your future.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ms. Charu. It was a wonderful experience interacting with you
Same here.
and sharing my knowledge of my expertise for the Directors Institute.
It was my pleasure, sir.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
And that's a wrap for today's episode of FaceTime with Leaders, powered by Directors Institute, World Council of Directors. Mr. Sheikh, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. To our audience, I hope today's episode has sparked fresh ideas on how to lead with integrity, adapt to changing industries, and make a lasting impact. Whether you're navigating large scale projects, improving governance structures, or simply striving for excellence in your career, take a page from Mr. Sheikh's book. Lead with purpose, embrace innovation, and always stay committed to doing the right thing right way. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Charu Mehra, and as always, stay curious, keep learning, and above all, lead with integrity. Until next time, keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Take care and keep shining. Thank you.